part of an alternator winding consists of 6 coils in series, each coil having an EMF of 10 volt RMS induced in it. The coils are placed in successive slots, and between each slot and the next, there is an electrical phase displacement of 30 degrees. The EMF of the 6 coils in series is equivalent to blank. So the total is equal to the magnitude of E1 plus E2 plus E3. They are connected in series, so the voltages are added. E4 plus E5 plus E6. That will be magnitude of E1 10 volts each, so 10 angle 0 degrees. E2 10 angle 30 degrees, then plus 10 angle 60 degrees. So E4 10 angle 90 degrees. E5 is 10 angle phase displacement of 30 degrees. So 90 plus 30, 120 degrees. Then plus 10, 120 plus 30, that will be 150 degrees. That will be a magnitude of shape hyperbolic, that is the second function, absolute value. 10 plus 10 angle 30 degrees. Then plus 10 angle 60 degrees. Plus 10 angle 90 degrees. Then plus 10 angle 120 degrees. Plus 10 angle 150 degrees is 38.64. So letter C. Okay. Again, I have stated or mentioned a while ago that KD is equivalent to the vector sum over the arithmetic sum. So this is the unknown, the vector sum. The arithmetic sum is equivalent to, there are 6 coils. 6 times 10 is equivalent to 60 volts. So what is KD? Sine of N times delta over 2 divided by sine of N times sine of delta over 2 in 6 10. So the delta here is equivalent to 30 degrees. So this will be sine of N. N is the number of coils in series, that is 6 times 30 degrees, then divided by 2 over N. 6 times sine of 30 degrees divided by 2. So our delta is 30 degrees. So this is equivalent to sine of 6 times 30 divided by 2 all over 6 divided by sine of 15. That will be 0.64395. .64395. Therefore, the vector sum is equivalent to that value, 0.64395 multiplied by 60, cross multiply. So the total induced EMF is equivalent to 38.64 volts. So you will still arrive to the same value, 38.64 volts. So next, a 4-pole alternator on open circuit generates 200 volts at 50 Hz when the field current is 4 amperes. Determine the generated EMF at a speed of 1200 RPM and a field current of 3 amperes. Neglect the saturation in iron parts. So the generated voltage is proportional to the frequency and the flux. And flux is proportional to the field current. So this will be K times the flux times the field current, Eg. So therefore, we have the ratio Eg2 all over Eg1 is equivalent to F2 over F1 times the field current for the second case over the field current for the first case. So F1 is given, F2 is not given, so F2, the given is the speed. F2 is equal to Pn over 120. The number of poles 4 times 1200 divided by 120 is equivalent to 40 Hertz. So therefore, what is Eg2? Eg2 is equivalent to Eg1. Eg1, that is equivalent to 200 volts times F2, 3 over 4 times IF2, IF2. Oh. Na. Okay, but anyway, IF2, 3. Ito yung IF2 all over IF1, yung frequency 2, I40 Hertz, then frequency 1 is 50. Okay, so napagpalit ko lang ito ng kanilang position. Pero the same lang naman din, commutative naman yan. 200 times 3 divided by 4 times 40 over 50 is equivalent to 120 volts. Next problem, number 15, a 3-phase Y-connected alternator having a sinusoidal line potential with 5% fifth harmonic, 3%, this is 3%, 7 harmonic content. As the harmonic goes higher, the content goes lower, inversely proportional. 1.5% 11th harmonic content and 0.85% 13th harmonic content. What is the total harmonic distortion, or THD, of the system line voltage? THD is equivalent to the square root of the percentage harmonics squared. That will be 5% squared, then plus 3% squared, then plus 1.5% squared, then plus 0.85%, then squared. Okay? So the total harmonic distortion will be, so that is percent squared, then square root, so that will be percent. Square root of 5 squared plus 3 squared plus 1.5 squared, then plus 0.85 squared is equal to 6.08%. 6.08%, or approximately equal to 6%. That will be letter C. So the total harmonic distortion of that sinusoidal line potential with those harmonic contents is 6%. Next, a 100 MVA 13.8 3-phase Y-connected alternator will have a per-phase nominal impedance of blank. Okay, so the nominal impedance calculated here. So this is Y-connected, Y per phase. So that will be equivalent to the kilovolt squared divided by the MVA. Kilovolt 13.8 squared divided by MVA, that is 100. So the nominal impedance per phase connected in Y is equivalent to 13.8 squared divided by 100. So that will be 1.9044 ohms. So letter C. So next number, 17. A generator is rated 100 megawatts, 13.8 kV. 90% power factor. The effective resistance to ohmic resistance is 1.5. The ohmic resistance is obtained by connecting the two terminals to a DC source. The current and the voltage are 87.6 amperes and 6 volts respectively. So what is the resistance per phase? So we will assume Y connected. So if we are going to connect the two terminals, so ito yung connection. Then may ammeter dyan, then may voltmeter. Yung voltmeter, the reading is 6 volts. The ammeter, the reading is 87.6 amperes. Okay? So, ang masosolve natin dito is RDC. So, the total resistance is, we have series connection, 2 times the DC equivalent resistance of the armature is equivalent to the voltage, 6 volts, divided by the current, 67.6 amps. So therefore, the DC resistance is equal to 6 divided by 2 divided by 87.6. So that will be 5/146. Then the ratio of the effective resistance to the ohmic resistance. Ito yung RAC, that is the effective value of the resistance, divided by RDC. That is equivalent to 1.5. So therefore, what is the resistance per phase? Or effective resistance per phase? So 1.5 multiplied by 5/146. 1 1.5 times 5 divided by 146. So that is 0.05137 ohm. That corresponds to letter B. Okay, so ito yung ginagawa nila sa armature ng machine. Kinoconnect nila yung yung range nito 1 to 1.5. Pwedeng 1.25. Okay. So naka-indicate naman dito. Kaya 1.5 yung gagamitin natin. So next, a single phase alternator gives 250 amperes at 1200 volts. What is the output of the machine in kVA? The S is equivalent to V times I. Okay, magnitude. That is equivalent to 1200 times 250. To convert that into kilovolt ampere, so times 10 to the negative 3. So the output of the machine is equivalent to 12 times 250 exponent negative 3. So that will be 300 kVA. So letter A, apple. Next, number 19. A 3600 volts, 500 kVA, 60 Hz, 3-phase, Y connected generator on test yields the following results. And the unknown is determine the full load current, armature at 80% lagging power factor. So we are going to calculate for the line-to-line or line current. So for 3-phase, so that is kVA times 10 to the 3 divided by square root of 3 times the line-to-line voltage. Okay, so that is the value. So Y connected, the line value is also equal to the per phase current. So that will be 500 kVA times 10 to the 3, then divided by square root of 3 times the line-to-line voltage is 3600 volts. So the line current for this machine full load is equivalent to 500 exponent 3 divided by square root of 3, then times 3600. So 80.2. So letter D. Number 20. A single phase generator delivers 80 amperes at 240 volts and 75% lagging power factor. What kind of load is the generator supplying? Okay, for capacitive load, the power factor is leading. If it is resistive, the power factor is unity. Then if it is inductive, the power factor is lagging. If you have reactive, it's either leading or lagging. So the problem has a power factor of 75% lagging power factor. So it is inductive. The generator is supplying an inductive load, which is of course the most dominant type of load in the system. Anyway, it is not advisable to have a leading power factor because later on you will see the effect. If you have a leading power factor in advance, if you have a leading power factor, you will have a higher output voltage at a lower generated voltage. So in that case, you will have effect of overload voltage over voltage. Single phase 2,400 delivers at unity power factor. So yung Ino load is equal to single phase, so 2,400. Wala siyang divided by square root of 3 plus 450 angle positive arc cosine 1, 0 lang din pala yan, times 0.08 plus J 2.8. The Ino load is equivalent to shift magnitude of 2,400, then plus 450, then times 0.08 plus 2.8 J, 2742. 0.571 volts. So therefore, the percent voltage regulation, we are dealing with generator, the percent voltage regulation, percent regulation is the percent voltage regulation. The no load value of the voltage 2742.571, then minus the full load is 2,400 over the full load voltage 2,400 multiplied by 100% is equivalent to minus 24 divided by 24 times 100%. So 14.274. That will be letter A. Is the percent voltage regulation at full load with 85% lagging power factor. So let us draw the equivalent. This is the armature. Impedance consists of the resistance and reactance. So we have here the generated voltage, EG per phase. This is the terminal voltage, ET per phase. So we have here the three-phase current, R plus J XL. So the percent voltage regulation, this will serve as the full load voltage and this will serve as the no load voltage. Okay, if you are considering per phase, so you will only use the per phase voltages. Percent voltage regulation is equivalent to the ratio E no load per phase, the difference between them of the full load voltage, E full load voltage, no load voltage ito. So usually equivalent siya sa generated voltage. This is the full load voltage, that is the load voltage. Then divided by E full load per phase times 100%. So this is hypothetical positive, negative, positive, negative. This will be positive, negative. The no load voltage is equivalent to E full load per phase plus the full load current times the synchronous impedance of the armature. E full load per phase, the given there is line to line, 230 volts over square root of 3. So, imamagnitude natin ito. Plus the full load current, the kVA is 10,000 volt ampere. So, over square root of 3 times the line to line voltage, 230. Then angle negative, arc cosine 0.85. Then times the impedance of the armature, that will be 0.5 plus J 1.2. So the no load voltage is equivalent to shift magnitude 230 over square root of 3, then plus 10 exponent 3, that is 10 kVA, the full load volt ampere kVA, square root of 3, then times 230, that is the line to line voltage. Then each angle is negative, shift cosine 0.85. The power factor of the load is 0.85 lagging, multiplied by 0.5 plus 1.2 J. So 160.455. So therefore, the percent voltage regulation is equal to 160.455 minus the full load voltage per phase is 230 over square root of 3, all over 230 divided by square root of 3 times 100% is equivalent to shift star A, then minus 230 over square root of 3 divided by 230 over square root of 3 times 100%. So 20.833%. So if it is Y connected, you can also have the percent voltage regulation in terms of the line values. E no load line to line minus E full load line to line, all over E full load line to line. Okay? So ito, multiply nyo ng square root of 3, 160.455 times square root of 3 minus 230 all over 230. Yun yung line to line value ng load voltage. So recall A, yan yung value niya kanina, times square root of 3 minus 230, then divided by 230 times 100%. So 20.833 pa rin. So 20.833%.